You can't have what you want or manifest what you want if you're vibrating on a low vibration, if you're constantly feeling negative emotions, and if you can't analyze yourself and be aware of yourself when you might get heated or when you might actually be in the wrong, then you won't be able to actually manifest what you need into your life. So this is an interesting topic, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel there's so many of us in this world that get into certain situations and can lose our sense of control with our emotions. And it's okay. It's not something to be, shameful of. It's something that's completely natural, and it's okay to go through negative emotions, of course. But at the same time, it's about seeing if we can control those emotions and analyzing what we do when we do feel those emotions. Because, for example, if I'm feeling quite upset, distressed, these emotions that aren't in alignment with my true higher self, how does that affect my decision making? How does it affect how I'm perceived in the world? How does it affect how my family and friends see me? You get me? And it's really important that we are able to control these emotions so that we don't project it outwards, and so that we don't make it a blockage in our lives. Because I feel when we do feel these emotions and we probably let it get to our heads, and sometimes it may take control over our decisions, I think that we are really locking ourselves off from the potential that we're able to receive. And I think emotions of the negative light, if we're talking on negative emotions, for example, because positive emotions, they're amazing. Like, you want to have them, you get me? But negative emotions, I really do feel that it's important to not sit in them, because I feel like there's many of us that can sit in these negative emotions for days and days and days. And I think it really is about you analyzing yourself and being self-aware, because it's easy for me to say be self-aware, but is it easy for you to be self-aware? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm quite a self-aware person. So if I get into a certain situation, I sit there and I analyze myself before I say something, because I know I can sometimes be heated. I can sometimes, fire can come out of my mouth because I'm a fiery character. But at the same time, people don't see that side of me because I can control it. So I direct that fire into positive light, into positive energy and blissfulness, because that's what we're about on the channel. We're about beautiful, blissful enlightenment and abundance. So if you have that like, if you someone that might have that sharp, fiery energy, especially as a female, us females can be like that, you get me? If you're someone that has that, then I know sometimes you can get heated, but think about saving that heated energy and pushing it into places that deserve that fiery, heated energy. And I'm getting deeper into this now, because I feel like this is when we also have to observe and analyze the people that are around us now. Because think about it, if you have this fiery energy to give and it's only being let out when you're in negative situations, what situations are you in and who's involved in them situations, you get me? That's when you have to analyze your surroundings. So you have to be self-aware first and then aware of your surroundings. So you might be in a situation where you feel you're getting fired up and someone's really getting on your nerves. In this type of situation, you're aware of yourself now. This is the scenario I'm painting. I don't know, like I'm not gonna give you a whole story, but say you're in a fired up situation, and you've been in a fired up situation before, because we all have. You get me? You've now analyzed yourself, because this is what you should do before ever saying anything that's wrong or saying anything random that comes out your mouth. Analyze yourself. Analyze how you feel. Take control of the emotion. You're allowed to feel it, of course, but don't let it control you, because an emotion is something that's passing through you. You get me? It's not something that can control you, because you're in control of yourself. So you're analyzing the emotion. Why am I feeling like this? Am I constantly feeling like this? Am I constantly coming back to the same place? Who's making me feel like this? Okay, so when you actually are able to tap into that, you remove the people that make you feel like this. You are able to tap into yourself and don't give them the fire. Don't give them the fire because they don't deserve it. Put the energy into something else that deserves your energy and deserves your attention. Because if you're a beautiful, creative person, you can put that fire into your creativity. You can put that fire into abundance and blissfulness. It's possible to do that. So save it. Sometimes it's not worth it running your mouth to certain people, or do you know what I'm trying to say? So, and this is just me coming from like, because trust me, I think I've been in certain situations, yeah, and I've been in certain situations, yeah, be real, yeah, and I have been questioned as to why I'm silent when someone's trying to trigger me, because I'm feeling these emotions and I'm like, I'm not about to spill it on you right now. Like, you have to really, this is why it's really important to analyze yourself. And they get heated even more that I'm silent, but it's because I'm allowing myself to take some time, because it's okay. You're allowed to take time and you're allowed to do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. And when you take time, you're able to control the situation more, which is allowing you to control your emotions more. If we constantly, I talk about this on my channel before, I've talked about this many times, but if you're sitting and dwelling in these negative emotions, you can't manifest what you want. But if you're constantly in a state of abundance and blissfulness, because that's what we're about here, you will feel the abundance and you will constantly be in that. So yeah, it's about us really allowing ourselves to feel good things, allowing ourselves to give ourselves love, because it's not just about them times when you get fired up. It's not just about them times where things might be hard. It's not just about them times where you're in the dungeon and you want to feel better. It's about when you do feel okay, the times when you do feel okay, how do you treat yourself? The times where you do feel in the dungeon, how do you treat yourself? You should constantly be loving yourself and giving to yourself in no matter what the situation is. Just take care of yourself, because you really do need to master self-awareness if you want to control your emotions and control what you can receive from this world and control everything. So I think emotions is the main thing when it comes to actually receiving what you want out of the world and out of opportunities and connections that you have around you. You really do need to be able to control your emotions, because your emotions could be you pushing someone away, pushing an opportunity away, or it could be bringing an opportunity to you and bringing beautiful connections to you. And I think it's important for us to have this control. We deserve to have that control. So we should really learn how to be in control of our emotions. It's very important. And I hope that this video helps. Blessings to you guys. Have an abundant, blissful, amazing, beautiful, divine day. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.